Hey, Gemini, Intuitive Soul Coach here with your May 2024 monthly reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you're new. If you're interested in a personal reading, signing up for the monthly newsletter, or entering into the free reading giveaway, you can find all of that information in the description box below the video. All right, you are showing up strong and clear here. We have two major arcanas. We have a whole lot of new beginnings, three major arcanas. Bottom of the deck, fourth one, we have the Hierophant. You're making new commitments. Yeah, you're taking the unconventional approach, and you're doing something that not a lot of people are able to do, and that's breaking out of an old paradigm. Sometimes we have built-in conditioning that is really difficult to reprogram. It takes effort, it takes work, and I feel like you are doing that. There's a fresh start, and look at, we also have the gift card, and we near Gemini season towards the end of May. So I am picking up on a lot of you sun sign Geminis here. You're releasing, you're letting go of what no longer serves you. And it's actually going to put you on the path towards more abundance and more happiness. But it does require you letting go of what was to make room for what can come in, because there's infinite opportunities here for you. Now we are pulling from pre-shuffled Oracle and Tarot decks. And I'm also getting here... oh, wow. I was just going to say, I'm getting the song, whoa, we're halfway there. Whoa, we're living on a prayer. And look at your card out. You have the prayer card. So there's something that you're halfway there. You're at the halfway benchmark. Your prayers are being fulfilled, but there's still a little bit of progress to go in your journey. Is that a Bon Jovi song? Living on a prayer. And it's showing up here. I also get that there's second chances available here to you. I mean, you have the Judgment card showing up. You have the Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands. You are in the prime time. Some of you are in the prime time of your life to really work on, what you want to manifest in your world. Hence the Magician showing up. Now, Gemini, you have the Detox card. This is eliminating toxicity from your life. It's getting healthier body, mind, withdrawing from drama, from limiting patterns, from people who may hold you back, or from beliefs that no longer serve you. Some of you are taking a look at your diet. You may be releasing certain foods, certain substances from your diet, things that are not healthy. Okay, I feel for some of you, it could be carbs, it could be sugars, alcohol, it could be processed foods. A lot of you are focusing on what makes you feel better inside and out. And it's almost as if you're hitting that reset button in the month of May, and you're saying, what do I need to do to feel better, to look better, to be better, and to get back on track? And this is a really powerful time for you. Some of you may even be going on a juice cleanse. You may be drinking healthier foods or drinking more water as well. I'm seeing some of you visiting a wellness center, a wellness retreat, or a health food store. Some of you may find a new place that you really like to shop, or you could find that a certain food that you're starting to integrate into your life is very beneficial. Some of you are into wellness, nutrition, holistic health, and it may be amplified for you this month, whether that's career or just in your personal life. Now, we also have letting go. This is goodbyes, Gemini. This is closure. For those of you that were hanging on to something or someone of the past that was causing a lot of anxiety and maybe even had you feeling a little bit isolated, right? You have the Hermit in reverse. This can be self-isolation. I feel like you're letting go of those wounds of abandonment, or you are working through them this month that help you gain more closure, okay? This does talk about flow. It talks about life lessons, and as I read Ascension here, Spirit gave me the word acceleration. So some of you are really going to accelerate on your spiritual path as soon as you let go of something that no longer serves you. So if this is a health concern or a health issue, like as soon as you cut this out of your diet, you're going to instantly start to feel better. For those of you, if this is a toxic person, I feel as soon as you may, shut the door, you're going to start to feel better. Even though it's been a process here of elimination, a lot of you had to go through this because it was part of your soul's growth. You have soul lessons here. It may have even been a karmic situation to strengthen you, to teach you, or for you to learn, or maybe even to help others. This could be past life energy between you and a family member, you and a lover, or just some karma in a past life that your soul really wanted to finish up, wrap up here in this lifetime. There's nothing wrong with that. Karma gets such a bad rap for, negativity or all the bad stuff thrown at that. But we're here to grow, right? We're here to thrive and to learn and to advance. And again, acceleration. I'm getting rapid acceleration to your spiritual growth. That's a big one, Gemini. Bottom of the deck, subconsciously, you have clarity, you have signs and symbols, and you have trust. And look at this, your fourth card out, you have the gifts. So yeah, double gift energy, which confirms this for a lot of you, sun sign Geminis out there. This is a very powerful month for you to hone in on gifts from the universe, your own spiritual gifts, celebratory energies. But I'm also seeing here with clarity, there's some sort of clarity around what you could not trust in the past. Maybe you were having a difficult time trusting your intuition. If that's the case, something is clearing up here where you have deeper insight and you're able to connect more clearly. If you were not able to trust a person or a situation, there's going to be clarity around that situation to allow you to accelerate and move forward. Pay attention to the signs and symbols. You don't have to do this alone, Gemini. And for some of you, because you have the Hermit in reverse, you've had to do a lot of reflecting, maybe even withdrawn from certain people, did some soul searching. You've isolated yourself. For some of you, that's part of the trust is, am I going to be left out in the cold or am I going to be out on my own? This is a month for you to rejoin life is what I'm picking up on. Things are coming to light here for you. Okay, I'm getting the name here, Rochelle, or it could be Rachel or Rochelle. Please take that as it resonates. This is about answers, direction, and a clear path forward. That's that acceleration. Some of you may be receiving downloads through meditation, through getting outdoors, maybe walking meditation, getting near the water. You may be working with crystals, specific crystals, maybe quartz, clear quartz. I'm also getting citrine, and I'm also getting obsidian for some of you as well. Now, Spirit is communicating you and with dreams, signs, symbols, numbers. I'm also getting here paying attention to your dreams this month, not just your dreams during your sleep state, but your daydreams. Because Gemini, you have magician energy here, and this is a powerful time for you to dream big, right? Those daydreams that you've been having, you can turn them to something quite magical in the month of May. Take a leap of faith. This is fidelity, honesty. This is secrets. Some of you, that's what you are letting go of, is some sort of distrust or betrayal in some way, shape, or form. Secrets could be out of the bag, right? It's like the cat's out of the bag. There's something here that you now know that allows you to fully let go of a situation that may have been causing a lot of anxiety with the Nine of Swords. Bottom of the deck, you have the Hierophant. Again, this is about our belief systems. The Hierophant is what we are conditioned to believe based on family, based on society, schools, educational systems, governing agencies. And I feel like you're taking I'm getting like Buddhism or Taoism. You may be looking into a more spiritual approach, an unconventional way of doing things or seeing things that you weren't able to see before. Okay, this could be some sort of spirituality or some sort of religious upbringing that you're kind of taking a turn from. but I feel like you are choosing a higher power or a higher belief that sets you free, that helps you more, okay? Helps you make healthier choices. It helps you bring more peace to your world, and there is a level of trust required. Now, starting off, you are the magician. This is Gemini Virgo energy. You have all the tools that you need to manifest the life that you want, but you must take action, right? This is the man behind the curtain with the magician. This is about manifesting a reward. And in the past, there may have been so-called punishments. You may have felt like you've manifested a punishment or manifested some sort of karma, or you made a choice that ended up being a negative consequence here, because we have free will. We're constantly, making choices that sometimes they are not what we hope for, but they are for our highest good, right? I'm going to say that again. They're not always what we want, but they may be for our highest good. But this magician is in the upright. This is an infinity above it here. So it's as if you have an infinite path forward, infinite opportunities. And Spirit is saying your dreams require you to take action and to take a leap of faith. Because here's your motivated beginning. Ace of Wands is showing up right next to this magician. And it says, you can have what you want here, Gemini. This is a motivated beginning, but it requires you letting go of something that maybe you were trying to manipulate in a way that wasn't for your highest good. And that's why something was not working here. And that's what you're detoxing from. Or perhaps some of you were dealing with someone else who could have tried to persuade or manipulate you to go in a direction that may have brought about negative or punishing consequences. Okay, that's what you're releasing yourself from, whether it's someone else, whether it's you, hindering beliefs, whatever it may be. There's the judgment call, smack dab in the middle of your reading. This is about an earned reward instead of negative consequences, which is what we're talking about here. And the reason why there's an earned reward is because you're choosing healthier options this time around, or you're choosing to eliminate or release something, let something go, because you've learned a lesson that was very important to your spiritual growth. Yeah. A lot of you, this is karma. We're seeing it twice. You see the words karma on her necklace with the judgment, and that judgment energy is letting go of regrets. Some of you are carrying some regrets for a situation, or someone may be regretting something that they said or did, but that's actually allowing you to have this new beginning, okay? Because there was some past life energy that you had to deal with here, Gemini. You've earned a reward. You have earned this new beginning. You've worked for it. You put in blood, sweat, tears, and time. You have graduated in a sense, and you're accepting the past with the Nine of Swords in reverse, accepting past trauma instead of reliving it on repeat day after day. Okay, nines are all about completions. It's about service and solitude, and we also have the Hermit. You've spent enough time in purgatory. Okay, that's pretty extreme. Some of you, yeah, it's like you've spent time in purgatory. I mean, maybe some of you actually spent time in some sort of establishment here. I mean, take that as it resonates. Or maybe you dealt with a family member who served or had some time put into, maybe it was behind bars. Maybe it was time deployed. It could be time in the psych ward. I mean, whatever. I feel like you've put time into a situation here, and you're ready to come out because you've learned. This is emotional introspection and readiness. This is about you choosing you first. Ace of Cups is filling your own cup, Gemini, and you've gone through a lot. You've walked a hard path at times. You've gone through and hit rock bottom. And I feel like there is this reawakening within you that's allowing you to have this second chance and say, you know what, I do deserve this. I don't have to hang on to what no longer serves me. I can be ready to move forward here and manifest and trust that the divine has my back. Even though at times We don't always get what we want, right? It's like that song. You don't always get what you want, but you get what you need. And I do feel here when it comes to career, you're sealing the deal on a new beginning. All right, let's dive into career, wealth, abundance, and finances. You have the gift, you have the egg, and you have the seal card. So Gemini, this is a sudden windfall for some of you. There could be money that it comes your way. This is reciprocity, generosity, some sort of financial aid, financial support or assistance. It could even be a work surprise. For those of you that have birthdays, I mean, that's not news, right? You could have a surprise coming in, or if you are a business owner or an entrepreneur, you could receive a card or receive, I'm getting baked goods. Someone may bake you something, Gemini. But you're starting over in some way, shape, or form. Maybe you're saving up more, okay? Maybe there is an energetic shift within you where you are making some choices long term, but you're starting now. This is adding to your nest egg. Some of you may even be in healthcare or in insurance. There's new opportunities on the horizon for you to make more money and for you to grow. There's a contract coming in, and look at that. You have two cards here that say gift of money. All right, gift of money showing up. And I feel like there could be a new soul contract, even though it says business contract. For a lot of you, this is a new soul contract that your soul had or created prior to this lifetime around having a human experience that completely maybe shifts you in a new direction than what you are used to. So for example, with this Hierophant showing up here at the bottom of the deck, maybe you've been a teacher in K through 12, or you're a professor, you've worked in that teaching type of energy for 50 years or 20 years, right? You may be turning, a 180 where you take the teaching ability, but you teach in a new way. Maybe you go to teach yoga instead of third graders, right? Or maybe you were a nurse for 20 years and you decide to go over here and be a holistic practitioner. So I feel like there could be a new path that your soul decides to have, so you can get a little bit of taste of both worlds is kind of what I'm picking up on here, Gemini. And we see that with the envelope, there's a seal the deal, but there's two sides, and that's you, Gemini, two sides, right? And I feel like there's also some paperwork that may be signed for you in this month. There could be new contracts or e-signatures required. You may be looking over contracts. You may be working with new people. Yeah, because I do see, this could also be a new insurance plan or a new health care plan. And I'm also picking up on a trip. Some of you could be taking a weekend getaway, or you may have an extended weekend. In the United States, we have Memorial Weekend towards the end of May. So perhaps there's going to be some gifts or some time to celebrate or some travel at that time for you. This is beautiful. You're manifesting a new opportunity when it comes to career. And even though there may have been past consequences, or you may have manifested in a different way, that's why you have this new beginning coming in. Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands. This is something that you feel emotionally connected to on a soul level. And maybe the past situation, you felt connected to it, but it wasn't fulfilling that sense of deep, maybe spiritual purpose. And I feel like that's what's shifting here for you. So trust in the universe, trust that you are releasing things that you've already experienced. Your soul is saying, sayonara, right? I've already had that experience. It's time to move over to this new one. But we have to fully release or surrender to that situation in order to make way for new. Now, what else do we see coming up here? Follow up. Okay, some of you are on the job search. We have job search and we have follow up. If that is you, you're manifesting a new beginning. And perhaps some of you are going to work more on your own. Maybe you're wanting to work remotely. And if you're currently working on your own, but you want to work with more people, that could be what you're manifesting as well, because that Hermit can go one of two ways. Yeah, there's going to be a follow up here. I feel like you are manifesting an offer that is going to be a lot healthier than something that you've gone through in the past. Spirit wants you to know that you are moving forward in the right direction. Some of you have been asking, is this for my highest good? Am I moving forward? And if you have been asking, there's your confirmation that you are moving forward and things are looking up for you. We also have training. There could be some additional education here. This could be student, teacher energy. I always love this card because it's hidden. You can't really see it, but up there in the rafters, you can see the word win, W-I-N. And once you see it, you can't unsee it here. So I feel like there is going to be a win from some sort of class or studies, or maybe a new person coming on board, an apprentice or an assistant even. Some of you could be manifesting a helper in your career. Yeah, I'm also getting graphs, maybe marketing, digital products. Some of you could be learning new skills, or you are learning or implementing some new systems to your business, to your career. I feel like it's going to be good. It's going to be enriching. Okay. Also, some of you could have your workplace pay for some sort of courses or classes to learn more about the business ins and outs. So I like that for you. All right, Gemini, let's look at love. We have, look at that, honeymoon. We have enjoyed the bliss of holiday time together. And we are just talking about that long Memorial Day weekend. So for some of you, there is going to be a little bit of a honeymoon period or an extended getaway for you. It may not be around Memorial weekend, but it could be that you're taking off and you're going someplace. Maybe it's a short trip. Maybe you're getting on a plane. Maybe it's a road trip. Some of you could even have an anniversary in the month of May. If you're married, because we do have wedding here, the situation may involve marriage or a high level of commitment. Now, we also have past life. So for those of you who are in some sort of commitment, you have known each other before. Yeah, there's going to be exciting times ahead, but I also feel for some of you, you are looking to break free, and maybe there is a second chance offered here for you for love, but there's a codependent dynamic that may have been hanging around or lingering. Addictions could have been affecting your romantic life in some way, shape, or form. That may be something we are detoxing from. Okay, for some of you, if you were married, there could have been a separation with the hermit. Some of you may have gone through a manipulation period. Maybe a person that you were seeing could have been manipulative, or you may have been codependent on someone. I'm kind of getting the codependent narcissistic type of energy. Take that as it resonates. But for others of you, I mean, the codependency could mean that you're really relying on someone at this time, maybe financially, perhaps emotionally, or someone could be relying on you. I do feel addictions aren't going to resonate with everyone, but this does remind me of that devil energy. And I feel like whatever that devil energy is, obsessions, fears, materialism, manipulation, codependency, anything that can attach us to an unhealthy outcome, you're freeing yourself from. And if that is in matters of love, whatever that looks like for you, there is a major freeing. And that may have been part of the soul lessons and the trust showing up here. All right, let's clarify some of these energies for you moving forward. Spirit, tell me about the magician energy for Gemini. What's the magician? What is Gemini manifesting? All right, you're manifesting the Three of Wands. You want to move forward, but you feel like there's been a delay, or you feel like you've missed out on some opportunities, but I don't feel like you have. That's why you have the Judgment card showing up here. It's like your ships, maybe you did miss out on an opportunity that wasn't meant for you, or it's almost as if I'm seeing the Death card here in reverse, where you may have been resistant to some change, or perhaps something was meant to end and maybe you didn't want it to end, or someone else didn't want it to end, and you were stuck in that indecisive back and forth Two of Wands energy. But with this Three of Wands, you're going to see a return on your investment. This is optimism, patience, hard work paying off. So don't take your eye off the prize, because you've made a choice here to manifest a reward, right? Don't go backwards and manifest the punishment because you've already learned some valuable lessons. We don't have to keep going backwards. You're meant to go forward. That's why you have the Ace of Wands pointing in the future direction at the start line with a motivated new beginning. But I see that you're frustrated because there has been delays. Okay, but I feel like you are going to see your ships coming in. That's what you're manifesting on the horizon there. Spirit, tell me about these ships coming in and this motivated new beginning. Let's clarify the ace, please. Ooh, love it. Look at that. 3 of Swords in reverse. You're letting go of some heartache, Gemini. You're letting go of some disappointment, some bitterness, maybe even third-party energy. This can be separation. This is rejection is God's protection. And what do we have here? Queen of Cups. This is emotionally leveling up. You've learned a lot here. When the Queen of Cups shows up, she's extremely intuitive. She's compassionate. She's empathetic. This could also be someone who's in the healing profession, as we mentioned. Some of you may even be getting a psychic reading. I'm getting, you may be talking to a therapist, a coach, or someone who can help you heal. Maybe it is a rehab specialist or some form of healer I feel like you are connecting with that is allowing and helping you eliminate and release this 3 of Swords so you can have this new beginning. And the Queen of Cups is you. Queen of Cups could be, it could be you, but I feel like the Queen of Cups is someone helping you overcome some disappointment here. All right, let's look at the Judgment, because these are some big major arcana. So I do want to clarify here. Spirit, tell me about the Judgment showing up for Gemini, please. You're halfway there. You're halfway there. Okay. So what do we have here? 6 of Wands. There's success. There's, 5 of Wands. Beautiful. Ace of Wands is in Judgment here. We have 5 of Wands. You've gone through it. You've gone through a lot of competition. I feel like you've been kicked. You've been stomped on. Maybe not physically. I hope not. But it's like emotionally or even spiritually, you feel like you were all over the place. 5 of Wands. This could be other people involved where there was competitiveness or criticism. This could be a lack of leadership, people having different opinions. You see that there's many people in the mix, but I also feel people were willing to step on other people's toes, like a lot of gossipy, he said, she said, or a lot of just other people, I feel, for some of you. That's why you may have isolated with the Hermit. You may have said, this is just too much. But the good news is, look at who's on top. 5 of Wands going to the 6 of Wands. You are the one that is above, right, the competition here. You are the one that's more level-headed. If this is a sibling situation or a family situation, I feel like you are the one that's more level-headed, Gemini. You are the one that really strives, goes for things. You're in the spotlight here. Some of you Geminis could be in the public eye, and maybe other people are watching you, and there's been some sort of jealousy, okay, with that 6 of Wands, but you have the opportunity to turn something around and really show up on top. That's what the Judgment card is here representing. All right, and lastly, before we read your prayer card, let's take a look at the Hierophant. What is this new commitment? Commitment to self? Commitment to spirit. I'm hearing you're trusting in yourself more to make decisions, not going back on your integrity or going back on your word to yourself. You're keeping your own promise is what I'm hearing. You're keeping your own promise. The Hanged Man. There's spiritual enlightenment here. There's something that you may have been stuck in limbo, but you're getting yourself out. You're seeing things from a new perspective. And by seeing things from a new perspective, look at that. There's the light. You see the crown chakra is lit up with that same energy as the Hierophant shows up in. And you are turning your back on people, places, or things that don't light you up, right? I feel like this is you keeping your promise to yourself. And that was part of you going through this Hanged Man process. Another major arcana, Pisces energy. You felt restricted. You felt like there was some sort of delay, control, sacrifice. You felt like you were in a limbo, but this is surrendering to committing more so to the things that light you up. Wow, I like that. Okay, let's take a look at the prayer. This is a beautiful energy here, the prayer. Some of you have been praying for a miracle. You've been praying for others. I feel like you have been praying for change. I'm also getting some of you have created a new routine when it comes to your spirituality, or you may have created a sacred altar. Yeah, some of you have created either a safe space to go and maybe pray, or this is a new routine that you started to do a little bit more of. This could even be affirmations. I'm just looking for the prayer card here, but I feel like there could be some affirmations that you're starting to do. You're committing maybe to a new healing path, talking to someone. I feel like this is new, so it's not necessarily something that you've been doing for quite some time. And I feel like it's going to help you out in big ways here. So I'm just looking for the prayer card. I may have already passed it here. I'm also getting here a dog. Some of you, I mean, the dog could represent loyalty, but some of you may even have a dog. Okay, this could be an emotional support pet. This could be a dog who has crossed over. Okay, I might have to just pause the video and find this prayer because it's taken a bit. And this is ironic as well. Usually I find it right away. So for some of you, there's a message in not being able to find this prayer right away. You may still be asking, when is my prayer going to be answered? Why is this taking so long? Okay, so there is an energy here of patience, but I'm just going to pause the video for a moment. And I'm pretty sure I passed the page a few different times. So again, there is something here with your prayers feel like they may have passed you by, but they've been here the whole time. Okay, or they've been in the works, they've been manifesting the whole time. But sometimes when we're going through a 5 of Wands or even a 9 of Swords energy, because that's a lot of past trauma, that's obsession, that's anxiety, that's worry, that's, you know, we've seen that 3 of Swords, heartache, heartbreak. We sometimes fail to see the prayers that are right in front of us. Now, this is the card of worship. It's the card of reverence and homage. It says, what is prayer? When are we in a state of prayer and when are we not? To whom or what do we pray? Archetypally, the practice of prayer has been with us since the dawn of time as a remedy for the omnipresent self-centered thinking that spins us towards illusion. Prayer leads us beyond our ego as we move from our little story to the big one. Some say we are in a state of prayer anytime we are not the center of our own thoughts. Others say prayer is a natural result of gratitude. Perhaps it is simply surrender. Hello, Hanged Man, showing up as your final card, right? Or service. Whatever prayer is for you, this card reminds us of its importance. Get quiet, low, humble, and soft. Bow and touch the ground as your heart lifts to the sky. Though it may be uncomfortable, it is time. Nothing else will do. When this is showing up as the light, this is all about offering to be of service and asking for guidance. When this is showing up as the dark, it's expecting results. Okay, it's self-aggrandizement. Okay, that's a new one. Aggrandizement. If we want to go deeper, ask to be of service. How can I be of service? Experiment with the act of bowing down. Nearly all spiritual traditions make a practice of prostration. And it says, every song, kiss, breath, word can become a prayer. It is a feeling, not an action. Consider the ancient mantra, Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. And what that means is I bow to the creative consciousness within. I bow to the teacher within. It kind of reminds me of namaste, right? Namaste. So some of you, that's exactly what I was picking up on. Some new spiritual practices, some new mantras. Some of you may be praying. And so often, when do we pray? Right? A lot of times we pray when we need guidance or we need help. but why not incorporate that into our everyday lives more and more? And I feel like a lot of you are starting to do that, right? Whether it's gratitude, whether it is affirmations or mindfulness, meditating more. Yeah, Livin on a Prayer. And that was the first song that came out, I believe, in your reading. So I feel like your prayers are being answered here, Gemini, even if it feels like it's taken a hot minute, even if you feel like you've had to surrender. Yeah, I feel like that Hanged Man card is full release, right? It's full release to fully be able to let go and say goodbye or to liberate yourself. This is ascension, right? Or acceleration. You're ready. You are ready. And I feel like the universe is saying, Gemini, here's your second chance at life, right? Or here is your second chance to do what you've always wanted to do, to be who you've always wanted to become. The choice is yours. We are supporting you. We're living on a prayer here, but this prayer is going to bring in results. That's why you have that Three of Wands. That is what I have for you, Gemini. A little bit of a deep reading, but I feel like you're coming bearing gifts. You are the gift. And there are many, many people who are so grateful that you have come into their lives. And I feel like you've helped so many. You are a healer. And maybe you're not even aware of it, but I feel like you've also fulfilled a lot of your soul lessons here on earth. And I feel like this next trip around the sun for you is going to be a very powerful one indeed. It is going to be one where your heart is fully open with that Ace of Cups, and you're emotionally preparing yourself for a lot of changes, not just internally, but you are manifesting them in your external outward world as well. And a lot of you are being of service to others in a big, big way, professionally or in your career, or just in your energy being modeled, uplifting the vibration of the planet. This is big, big stuff here, Gemini. So remember that you are constantly creating your reality. So what you focus on grows. Thank you so much, Gemini, for tuning in. I hope that was helpful. If so, please hit that thumbs up button. Feel free to share, like, comment, hit that subscribe and bell. Thank you so very much for tuning in. Lots of love.